Hey guys, welcome to the Unfiltered podcast, where we talk about things going on with me, what's going on with you, and sometimes other events going on around the world. I'm your host, Midwest Mama, and today I have an exciting episode for you, so stay tuned. We're actually going to try something a little bit new today, and I'm going to have a live caller on my podcast. Now, when you see it, it won't be live, it'll be recorded live and then edited and reposted. So that is really exciting. We might keep doing that for future podcasts, maybe like once a week. I'll have an episode where I just talk to somebody. I'm really excited. So with that, I want to welcome our first caller. Okay. So I forgot to hit record when we first started this call, but we did discuss a lot. So we're just going to move right into that.
Since '97, I've been searching for a guy that I met at a vocational school. I couldn't find him on Facebook, nowhere, till early one morning. I got a Ben verified account and I found him. And they had his phone number. I sent a text. He instantly, within 3 minutes, texted me back and asked if he could call. He called and he's like, "Oh my God, you remember me?" I said, "Yes, do you remember me?" So I could never forget you. So I've been looking for you for years. And from there, we would talk maybe twice a month.
Okay.
And it was always me calling. And I'd ask him, why is it me calling? Not you. He said, if you're not single, that would be disrespectful for me to call.
Right.
Especially if your man is there. I said, well, I've been single now for 5 years. He said, well, since you're single and I'm single, why haven't you ever shot your shot? I said, well, I am now then. I've had a crush on you since '96. And I've been looking for you, so obviously I still have one.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a first date in September. And we go out maybe twice a month.
Okay.
We're going out. He said he doesn't want a relationship. But his behavior is, say, different.
Yeah, that's such a common problem. So many guys, I think, have this incredible fear of commitment. So it sounds like he, is doing the things that you want. He's just unwilling to provide you with a label. So one of the things that I suggested was, if you're able to talk openly with him, to maybe have a conversation stating that your goals and his goals maybe seem a little bit different right now, but that you're comfortable with the way things are, and that if you guys continue to do what you're doing, that maybe on a timeline, whether it's 6 months from now, whether it's a year from now, that if this continues, you would like to have a label at some point. So what did you think of that idea?
I love it. I will definitely be doing that.
Yeah, one of the biggest issues that I have always had in relationships is communication. And a lot of that is based out of my own trauma. But really, once you hit a certain age, you have to stop using trauma as an excuse, honestly, because nobody gets to be in their 40s without having a slew of bad relationships and trauma from childhood and other things and blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. But it's really just so important in every relationship, from romantic to relationships with your kids, work relationships, everything, to figure out how you communicate most effectively. But if you can establish an open communication from the beginning or in these earlier stages of a potential relationship, you will save yourself so much headache down the line.
I know I did at one time. It was right before New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was New Year's Eve. I had a party, and he went. And I had asked if his one ex was there. And he took offense to that. He was like, "I'm not doing anything." But I didn't say you were.
Right.
I just asked if she was there because you told me how she's always trying with you and you keep shooting her down. I just wanted to know. He ended up sending me the pictures of the party. She was there.
Mm-hmm. Was there any further discussion about that? Like, he said she was doing this or that, or she wasn't an issue?
She wasn't an issue.
Okay, that's good.
And so then he'll call on three-way with a couple of his friends.
Okay.
I met one of his friends. They're on three with him a lot, a good bit, because the guy's hilarious. And he talks a lot. He lets out a lot. So I know if he was doing something, his buddy would accidentally let it slip.
Right. Plus, if they were drinking,
he's always
that's
drunk, so he lets everything out.
Right. It'd be like that. Sometimes I think we just need clarification. So if a certain person's going to be there, it's not that we have a concern about it. It's just that we start to get a concern if it's not immediately disclosed that something we might not like is happening. Like, why are you not just telling me? That makes me think there's something going on.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like that was the case, so that's good.
Yeah. And then he sent me all the videos and the pictures from that night, and he said, if there ever comes a time that I am feeling very, very uncomfortable and wanted to end, he said, I would tell you and then I would just block you.
He would tell you and then block you?
Block me, yeah.
Well, I don't love that.
Yeah, me either.
That's just kind of immature. That's a, like, can we just have a discussion, not just you tell me something and then slam the door in my face?
Right.
Don't love that.
But I don't see him doing that because I made him uncomfortable already. And we sat down and talked about it.
Okay, good. There's so many things about people in general that just sometimes scream red flags to me, but then I get the whole story and it's like, oh, maybe not. One of the other things that I suggested was just trying to subtly direct him. Sometimes I feel like men are better with subtle direction because men naturally want to be leaders. So if they feel like we're pushing too hard for something, then they just draw back. But if we approach things a little bit more subtly, like I said, maybe you should start throwing in some hey boos with a kissy face in your text messages and maybe just send him a cute selfie every once in a while. It's just putting your face in his mind. Like, oh, I want him to think about me. Or specifically, I want him to think about me in a more romantic way versus just we're like hangout buddies that whatever. I will be interested to know if you try any of these things and how it works. So if you do try them, please let me know.
I definitely will.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, you're my first caller, so this is very super exciting. And yeah, is there anything else that you want to talk about related to him, or did I miss anything in my
No, there's
speaking?
not. I
No.
think we covered it all.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you calling. Like, super excited. Yes.
I'd seen about the podcast. I said, oh, let me just go to the podcast.
Yay! Well, that is just super exciting. Thank you. It's been a real pleasure chatting with you. I hope that my advice is helpful, and I would love to talk to you again sometime.
Okay, thank you.
All right, hon. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye. I just had my first caller to my girl chat. That was super exciting, guys. Maybe we'll keep doing that as a segment on the show. I want to thank you for tuning into the Unfiltered podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your friends. Follow me on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram for more updates. And a special thanks to our guest for joining us today. See you next time on Unfiltered Podcast. Love you. Bye.